Tom Little's girl ever watches this channel, I don't think he'll be allowed on YouTube anymore. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. You don't have to explain yourself to that catfish. That's a man, by the way, pretending to be a woman. You know that, right? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another edition of Husam x Tom Little, ladies and gentlemen. I said, watch out for the cougar. Stop. There you are. There you are. Yeah, this show's messed up. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone. Welcome to This is Football. We're here, Habibis. We're here to talk about Liverpool. You get me? We're here to talk about Liverpool Football Club. So it's another edition of Husam x Tom Little. There's nothing for us to do, to be honest with you, in this midweek because there's no games, there's no Champions League fixtures, there's nothing. Yeah, but it is real though, wisdom. So you can hold that respectfully until you prove otherwise. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This is Football if you're yet to do so, guys. We hit 26k subscribers yesterday, so thank you guys so much for your support. I genuinely am so humbled by you guys' love and support. You know, we are out here doing streams at 1 p.m. because Tom Little has me waking up early in Jordan to give him a stream. But make sure you guys are slapping the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Make sure you guys are sharing the video everywhere. And here we are today to talk about the Arsenal game. You get me? And, you know, man like Tom is here to explain his, no Arsenal take. Before we do that, big up to my guy, Siddy, who says, big up Husam and Jordan, big up Tom, but still fraud. You know, there's two options right now in the comment section, as you guys can see on the poll. First of all, big up to you, and thank you so much for all the people who supported me yesterday, bro. Yesterday, we were outside, like burning tires and just doing an absolute madness in the streets with like the whole streets, cars were beeping. It was just an absolute madness. If I show you some of the videos I sent some of them to troops, bro. Like we were outside doing a madness. We were just celebrating that victory like crazy. Look at this guy with the tractor. Look, he was doing the GTA thing. Look, this tractor to celebrate. We were doing an absolute madness in Jordan. Look right here. The streets were full and we were just celebrating outside, man. Wallahi, what happened yesterday was not normal. South Korea had 0 shots on target, you guys. We absolutely dominated them. So, yeah, big up to you guys. There you are. There you are. What did I tell you, Michael? What did I tell you, Michael? Because when I came to Michael Talks Football, big up Michael, by the way, who's been covering the Asian Cup and the AFCON very heavily. So big up to him. So when I came into your channel and I told you Jordan gonna beat South Korea, is like, you know what, Husam, I love you. I love Musa Tamari. But like, you know, South Korea are making it to the final. Hold that. Hold that, Michael Talks Football. Hold that on your head top, Musa Tamari. And I know who you mean. And Neymar, which is Hassan Naimat, bro. This guy, Yazan Naimat, sorry. You know what it is, guys? I'll be real with you. There are 2 Jordanian players that start for Liverpool Football Club currently as things stand. I said to you, I'm not even lying. There are 2 Jordanian players right now who start for Liverpool. No one who watched the game yesterday can claim that Cody Gakpo is better than Musa Tamari. You cannot. Cody Gakpo on the right wing pains my eyes. I think even Michael would agree. He'd be like, you know what, low-key Musa starts for us, you know? And then Yazan probably finishes the chances that Darwin Núñez misses. So, like, you know, low-key, I'm just saying those 2 probably start for us, you know? So, yeah, yep, we didn't have Ali Alwan and we still won. Big up to you, my guy, Michael. Listen, the story continues. I've already applied to get tickets. If I do get tickets, you guys, I'm not going to do a watch-along, obviously, because it's my country and I'm just losing my mind. I'm going to go and do a match day vlog in the final in Qatar, inshallah. Let me just try get tickets. And as well, big up to my guy, David Awere, man like Davide, who says, congratulations to Jordan on reaching the final. Big up to you, Dave. Hope you're good as well. Been a while since I've seen you in this chat. I hope you and the family are safe as well and happy and healthy. And yeah, congratulations to Jordan reaching the final. Thank you. We made history. And, you know, good luck. Please wish me good luck on the ticket hunt so I can give guys a match day vlog for the first time ever. You get me? So you want to hear the most fraudulent comment before I add the fraud to the stream? You know what's the most fraudulent comment in history? Albert messages me. Albert messages me after the game finishes. He's like, Musa Tamari is Ghanaian. I'm like, you absolute fraud. You absolute fraud. When Cody Gakpo was cooking, he kept claiming Cody Gakpo as Ghanaian. And now that Cody Gakpo is crap, suddenly he's Togolese. And now he's claiming a Jordanian national player as Ghanaian. I've had enough. I've had enough of Albert's nonsense. You guys think I'm joking? I'm showing you right now because people think sometimes I'm waffling. Look at this. Look at this. His first message. Albert, look. Musa Tomari is Ghanaian. Sign him up for Liverpool already, please. What a fraud. What a fraud. Anyway, speaking of frauds, guys, there are two options in the poll. Obviously, we have 200 likes target. That's the target for the stream. You have two options, either liking for Husam or liking because Tom is a fraud. So that's your two options. Make sure you guys vote on the poll and like the video because the fraud is out. I like Tom Little. Hello, brother.
Hello, mate.
No Arsenal. No Arsenal. Scary Arsenal. Yeah, we ended up losing. You fraud. This is all your fault. Just too much garbage talk. Tom.
To be fair, when I was saying all that, I wasn't expecting us to have to start the laziest right-hand side in the history of Liverpool Football Club.
There you are. There you are. There you are.
A right-hand side that doesn't know
you said
what
you'd start
Pearce is.
So why lying?
Yeah, I would start Trent. I didn't want to start Gravenberch and Gakpo.
Oh my God, Gravenberch. We're going to get into the game now. We actually want to talk about that kid because that kid just pissed me off that game. So yeah, let's get this party started. City, Michael, David, W's. Thank you guys so much for the love. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. 237 people in here. Make sure we're at 200 likes ASAP. What a fraud Tom Little is. Fraud Little fact. All this is facts, man. So Tom, tell me your thoughts on the game. We ain't spoken since then.
I know. Arsenal passed us. Fair play. Did not get going at any point in that game, did we? Fuck me, we were shite. Arsenal played very well. They exploited our right-hand side massively. Fair play to Arteta for spotting that, and then I don't know why we didn't try and address it at any point. The substitutions didn't make much sense. You know, if you're not going to start Núñez, even though he's probably fit to start, at least don't take him off. Or at least don't take Trent off when you bring him on, so we then lose the only service that we were going to get to him. Couldn't handle the midfield. Rice, Jorginho, and Odegaard. It was them three against McAllister, basically. McAllister done well, but there's only so much he can do. Yeah, it was a real bad day at the office. We do, technically speaking, we are still unbeaten with 11 men. So, you know, silver linings and all that. But no, it was a bad day, and you know, mistakes from people who don't normally make mistakes is you know, is never going to help anyway. The attack just never got the ball to get anything going. But there will be a dedicated section, I'm sure, on the stream to our right hand side.
What is this? What is this? I'm so glad Tom even agrees, bro. Are you guys okay? McAllister had a shit game. What game were you guys watching? I'm so glad there are people with common sense. Guys, does anyone in the chat actually think McAllister had a bad game? Big up to you, Taylor, says Conor Bradley. Big up to Conor Bradley, by the way. Shout out to him as well.
I think as well.
I don't get this whole McAllister, like, there's no way you actually believe this, Vin.
No,
there's no way you genuinely believe it.
He was good. There's only so much he can do when everyone in front of him is not playing very well. So I think the most confusing part of it for me was the way we set up Trent and Gomez. We had them doing each other's roles. So Trent was up and that was supposed to be high and wide, and Gomez was inverting. When I would much rather it be the other way around, because whenever we've got good results against Arsenal recently, it's been when Trent is in the middle dictating the game. So I don't know why we decided to change it around and have Trent high and wide, because that's not his game. If you want your right back to do that, you play Bradley, but he wasn't available. So you go back to what has been working for the majority of the season. So I don't get that. You know, look, fair play Arsenal. They played very well. They rode the pressure. They stepped up. We did not at all. And I think ultimately for us, this was just everything adding up to us at the same time in terms of players missing and the fatigue from playing 6 games in a month and everything. It all just very quickly added up. At least now we've got a break and you've got Burnley next to sort of recover and recuperate from. And, you couldn't ask for a much better game to bounce back in than Burnley, who are shit, but just attack. So there's space in behind. So we've got that going for us. But yeah, it was a real bad day at the office. So
I said we lost because you missed the match, Tom. You know what it is? I think with this whole, first of all, I completely agree with this. I think Endo has been better than Gravenberch. And you know what it is? There you are, Mike. There you are, Mike. We beat Chelsea, we beat Aston Villa. You get me? But you know what it is? Mike Loki a little bit is right. We have to beat City at Anfield. If we don't beat City at Anfield, that's when I will be in a disastrous mood. Mike, I will say that what you just said right now, if we don't beat City at home, that is a must-win game. Damn, you all the way up in Trinidad and Tobago and you're awake. Big up to you, my brother. Thank God Endo is back. And we have to just talk about this. We cannot postpone this shit any longer. Ryan Gravenberch. Sometimes, guys, when myself and Tom and other Liverpool fans, we go on rival channels or we go talk to other people about Liverpool Football Club, we feel like we want to stick pins in our eyeballs because sometimes the people, I feel like they just don't understand what we're watching. Bro, Ryan Gravenberch dropped a Hall of Fame stinker in that game. I have never seen a player hide more in games than Ryan Gravenberch. This guy never once. For 5 minutes on my watch along, told guys, let's focus on Ryan Gravenberch for the next 5 minutes. He did not drop deep once to collect the ball, and he was literally hiding between the lines. He was literally hiding the whole game. He did not want the ball. He does not have no guts. He does not have no courage. And to be honest with you guys, we have to just be completely honest. I thought genuinely Gravenberch was our worst player on the pitch by far. And for me, if I were doing a player ratings, I give him a 0. I think he was he's absolutely dreadful in that game. And it's funny because before we signed him, obviously people who are I don't know if they're real or he's hipsters or whatever, but people are like, we watched Ryan Gravenberch play DM for Ajax. We've seen him play defensive roles. Yeah, I don't know where you saw him do that because it just doesn't work. And whenever Bayern are willing to let go of a player, it means something's off. Look at Lewandowski. He ain't killing it right now for Barcelona. Look at the usually I'm saying 90% of the time when Bayern let go of a player, it's because he's not good enough. Why would Ryan Gravenberch, if he's such an unreal talent, be sold by Bayern Munich? That's what I just don't understand. So look, for me, Ryan Gravenberch has just not been good enough in a Liverpool shirt. And a game like this where you need him to step up, he just let us down, to be honest with you. Nate says, I can't stand Gravenberch at the moment. Only play him Europa League. Never showing for the ball. Should have played Trent right centre back, Gomez right back, and Robertson left back. To be fair with the Robertson situation and the left back and right back situation, obviously with the right back situation we had,
hardly anyone was fit on the bench, so we were a bit fucked either way because the only fit player on the bench was Harvey Elliott, who I still would have rather played ahead of Gravenberch because
I agree.
At least he runs, at least he can press. He might lose physical battles, but Gravenberch lost 2 aerial duels to Jorginho. There is no forgiving that. How are you getting beaten in the air twice by Jorginho and you're 6'3"? You don't even have to jump to be taller than Jorginho when he jumps and he still lost the headers. Gravenberch annoys me more so than other players because I know that Gravenberch has a load of ability. Ability-wise on the ball, he's so good.
Oh, God.
But he doesn't do any of the other things that make that worthwhile. He doesn't do any of the other things that make that worthwhile, so why the risk?
But this whole ability on the ball thing, he got the ball multiple times. What did he do with it?
He just got bullied off the ball. I've seen people sitting there going, "Oh, it's fine. We've bought Gravenberch to play against Burnley. What, we spent 38 million quid to play for Sander Bergman, for fucking Josh Brownhill, man, for fucking Fleck, man, John Fleck or whatever his name is, man. Who else plays for fucking lower island teams? He got bossed off the park by Ross Barkley, so I can't even say he's Ross Barkley, man. Luton is where we draw the lines. He was crap against Luton. So we spent that much on Europa League man, Championship man, and Sanderberg man. He's going to get given time because there is a lot of potential there, but he needs to show me more.
I agree.
He needs to show me more.
By the way, this whole potential thing, like what Tom Little just said, is the same exact problem I had with Curtis Jones 2 years ago. And you know what it is? This whole like potential. Listen, bro, potential is all cute and stuff, but you need to show me more right now. Give me something for me to wait for your potential to hit. But what you cannot do is just think you can sit up here.
And do you know what it is? Even if you've got potential, I can accept you taking time to settle in and grow if you're giving me, if you're doing the basics right. The first goal, I don't know if you've seen the clip of Sam. The first goal after it goes in, Klopp tears him a new one because his press was that shit, and it broke everything down. He fucks up the press on that first one, which drags Gakpo out of position. Therefore, Zinchenko is free. Zinchenko gets the ball. Zinchenko plays it into the middle. Gravenberch is still out of position, by the way, because he's not tracked back. So they have a 4-on-1 effectively on McAllister. Van Dijk steps up to try and match it, which I don't think he should do, but he steps up to try and match it. They play through that. Havertz in on goal. Alisson saves. Saka rebound. 1-0. Gravenberch ends that goal. When that goal goes in, Gravenberch is just re-entering our half. Our fucking central midfielder is just re-entering our half. What's the point? We cannot, with our system, with the way football is gone, you're not a fucking Trequartista or whatever the fuck they give the technical term for someone who doesn't defend. You need to get back. You have the physical shape for it. Do we? If Curtis Jones and McAllister can put up good defensive numbers and good defensive work rates, you can. If Szoboszlai can do it, who played fucking right wing for how long, and attacking mid,
we actually missed Szoboszlai.
Yeah, and you know what?
By the way, you know what this Szoboszlai situation? I said it like during the game. I was like, you know what it is? He didn't have, and we can be honest, it's okay. I don't think he had a outstanding or a good game in any Big Six game this season. But one thing we'll say about Szoboszlai is defensively, we have never questioned him.
He frees up your big plays. Szoboszlai does
but he's there helping out. My thing with Gravenberch is, okay, so you're not doing a defensive job. Okay, no problem. Like, we have players who don't do defensive jobs on the team. So you're not doing a defensive job, but you're not even showing for the ball. You're not driving with the ball. You're not carrying the ball. You're just sat there. And you know, Ed here is spitting, and this is exactly what Tom's saying. Gravenberch is trying to live up potential alone. This is the thing, like, we cannot, how long do you accept potential as an excuse for a player underperforming? Tom Little gave you the perfect statement. I agree he has potential. I agree he has ability. But in the current moment, present tense, you need to show me more. This is not an insult. This is not us disrespecting Ryan Gravenberch. This is the reality. We need Gravenberch to show us more. Because when he gets the ball, he's not doing enough. And off the ball, he's not doing enough. So what exactly am I praising him for? What, his haircut?
We're praising him for turning up against fucking Norwich and Lask and Union St. Gilloise and shit like that. Like, that's not good enough because we're not going to be playing Lask and Union St. Gilloise next season. Going to be against the big boys. And every big game we've been in, apart from one moment against Man City, which, you know, well done. You've done your job. You've done fuck all in the Premier League. You have 0 goals and 0 assists in the Premier League. Every goal contribution has come against a team in a lower division than us or in a worse division than us in the Europa League. Show me something, man. Because you know what else we missed on Sunday? You know what else we missed? Fucking Endo. We need someone who just wanted to get stuck in that midfield. Someone who was just going to put one on Odegaard, put one on Havertz, put one on fucking Jorginho. Because Gravenberch was getting span rings round by Jorginho. Gravenberch was getting bullied by Declan Rice. We missed Endo. We missed Endo. 100% we missed Endo. You hate that, but you know it's true. We missed Endo.
I don't know shit, Habibi. This is your opinion. Talk your opinion.
He would get right in there. And the game we played at Anfield this year, Endo was one of our best players.
I actually agree with this take. I would generally play McConnell over Gravenberch.
I personally, because I know obviously Endo wasn't available for that game, and I know Bradley wasn't available. If it was up to me who I would have played that game, I would have put Trent in midfield, I would have put Gomez right back, and I would have put Robertson left back, and I would have just powered through it. Get 60 minutes out of them, and then go more defensive to end the game. What we done just blew my mind in terms of how we set up, and when your players aren't performing, and don't be wrong, Gravenberch deserves, a lot of criticism. Gakpo wasn't much better. Gakpo really wasn't much better. Gakpo should got more credit
let's
in the
talk
bank.
about the other
But
Dutch guy in the team.
Gakpo was not much better.
Talk to me.
He gave me bursts. He had a good effort that dragged wide, but again, not getting involved in the game at all. I have more sympathy for him than I do Gravenberch, because I've seen what Gakpo can do when he gets a run in the side in a more natural position. But I do need more.
Can you finally once and for all admit that you were wrong about saying Gakpo can play on the wing? Just because sometimes, Tom, it's okay to say you got shit wrong. You were one of the people who said Gakpo could play on the wings, and I told you he's not explosive enough. Is it proven now? Do you actually understand what I'm saying? No. His 0 to 60 is the problem. This is the thing. His acceleration.
I agree if you're on about right wing. Yeah, Gakpo can't play right wing.
So you think he can play left wing?
I think he can play left wing, yeah.
So you're just being stubborn for the sake of it now?
No, I wouldn't.
What have you seen from Gakpo on the wings that proves this? Go on, tell me.
Fucking everything he done up here. We bought him because he played on the left.
Bro, that's the Eredivisie, bro.
His
you
best
could play
game,
left wing there.
His
or
best
go ahead,
game,
Eagles.
His best game in the Prem this season was against Burnley, where he was on the left. He was. He's not the ideal solution, but he can do a job.
So you took Gravenberch for turning up against Gilwa and against Norwich. Isn't Burnley their level anyway?
I mean, Gakpo's also turned up against Tottenham this year.
There you are.
Gakpo's
also centrally against Tottenham.
Yeah, I agree.
But you are so good at this changing the narrative.
Sorry, we're talking. Gakpo's had one fucking game on the left. He's had one game on the left.
On the wing. That's what.
Yeah. So my benchmark is the one game he played there, but apparently I'm not allowed to use that. So what do you want me to say?
I agree with Mike.
I think he can play there.
The only way Gakpo, Gakpo can work as a Liverpool forward, 100%. But there's one condition. Hear me out. There's one condition. Núñez on the left, Salah on the right. That is when Gakpo cooks. What you cannot do is have Gakpo on the wings. I just don't think. By the way, you could probably get away with playing Gakpo on the wing because you gave the Burnley example, right? Let's say we're playing Burnley at home next week, or we're playing Luton at home, or we're playing a shitter team. Yeah, we can play Gakpo left wing. We'll get away with it. But we're talking about the general rule here. General rule. Sorry. Generally, you cannot play Gakpo on the wings. And it's not because he's slow as in sprint speed. He's slow as in explosiveness. I've explained this to you before. I'm talking about acceleration. Yeah. How long do you get to the 60 is my problem. Because by the time he gets to 60, the left back is already at 90 kilometers an hour. This is the problem.
Maybe you see it as a bigger issue than I do. I don't see it as the same thing. I do agree to a point with Mike. I think that when you play Núñez and Gakpo together, they are probably about as flexible together as Jota and Núñez are. They can interchange positions. The only player in our front three who isn't, flexible in that way is Diaz. Diaz is left. Diaz goes left. That's where Diaz goes. But Gakpo can attack as down the left.
I actually think Diaz is a better right winger than Gakpo is.
Yeah, I don't get why. I don't get why Gakpo played on the right. If you wanted more control, you'd put him through the middle, but we didn't put him through the middle. If you wanted, him to be able to beat a man, you'd put him on the left. But you didn't put him on the left. You put him on the right where he can't exactly do fuck all.
Diaz is so show. I like this Diaz guy, bro. I don't know. By the way, you were one of the guys who said, Ivan Toney, 6 months he hasn't played football. Comes back in 3 games, has 3 GA. Just saying. Big up to Felipe, who says, Sobo, Ibu back for Brentford. Salah, Endo, Simicas back for Burnley. Big up Simicas. Fucking miss you so much. Bradley back soon. Keeps the squad fit and go and run. You can win 15 finals. Realistic with there's 15 games left.
If we played 23, then yeah.
1 second, did we play 23 or 22? Yeah, there's 15 games left. Yo, you guys, listen. We've done this before. We've done 18 games, 18 wins. Now we need to do 15 games.
Sam, you don't need to do that. Between the Tottenham game and the Arsenal game, that was 15 games. So we can go unbeaten for 15 games. Just when the pressure's on, can we win? Can we turn some of them crap draws into
I'm not
wins?
talking about
and give
going
me 40?
unbeaten. I'm talking about winning double.
You're not winning 15 games in a row.
Based on
You're
what?
not.
We won 18 in a row. What makes you
Yeah,
going to
when we had the
do it?
fucking best side in Europe. When we had a peak Jurgen Klopp side, we won 18 games in a row. Now we've got Ryan Gravenberch getting minutes, so we're not going to win we're not going to win 15 in a row. We can go
Can I ask
unbeaten
you a
for
question?
15, but I reckon best case scenario we win 13 and draw 2. Is that going to be enough for the title? That's the different. That's the other part.
Spurs,
Mhm.
City come to your stadium. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that City pack at the White Hart Lane.
I'm not even asking. I'm not even asking for Tottenham. I'm not trying to put it in anyone else's hands. While it is in our hands, it
We
is
have
in
to win
our
our
hands.
game.
That's
Yes.
it. I cannot sit there and expect another team to do the job for us when we couldn't do it.
There are so many things I'm going to talk about to you about now because there's so many fraudulent takes that now people are saying exactly what I'm saying. The problem, my problem as a YouTuber, I'm always ahead of the curve. So when I say shit 3 months ago, people get upset and they start shouting. Now I get proven right. Big up to you, Felipe. I'm full screening you right now because you are going to get clipped for this now, once and for all. If Mo Salah played right wing in that game against Arsenal, doesn't make a difference.
Yes.
Oh my God! Thank God he said that. Thank God.
Ooh, why? Who said?
Oh Lord!
Who has said?
There have been people that are saying if Mo
Difference?
Salah played right wing, it wouldn't have made a difference in that game because our midfield was so shit.
Right. So people are trying to suggest that if we didn't have the top scorer and top assister in the league, despite him missing the past fucking month, he still remains at the top of those charts. Pretty much, we wouldn't be better. If we actually played a natural right winger instead of fucking Gakpo, we wouldn't be better. Who the fuck?
I think Mo Salah is the most disrespected superstar in football history.
It's because he plays for Liverpool. Talking about ratings, he plays for Liverpool.
It's not just because he plays for Liverpool. There's other reasons as well. But
yeah,
bro, I can't believe that was an actual argument, bro. You know what it is?
It's like people said. People, and you know what? I'm going to go back to Szoboszlai. All the people who sat there and tried to tell me Szoboszlai's been one of the worst signings we made this season. He's been worse than Endo.
Ryan, where are you, Ryan? You fraud.
Look at how shit we look without him. Look at what that midfield does without him.
Right now, you're under pressure. Everyone fit who's our midfield 3.
McAllister.
Everyone fit. You have all options available. Yep. Name your 3. And don't tell me depends on the opposition. I don't give a fuck. Name right now.
My personal best midfield 3 is McAllister, Szoboszlai, Jones. And you bring Thiago.
Okay, that's actually good. That's not bad.
And if you're playing I can trust McAllister in a big game, but if I've got the luxury, I'd probably play Endo in certain games just because he's a bit more combative. But I can't sacrifice either one of Jones or Szoboszlai because they're so important to the press. See what happens when we put someone who can't press in
that Arsenal game. I don't even think Jones was bad, to be honest with you.
The midfield is always going to struggle when it's a 2-on-3.
But I'm saying I don't even think Jones was bad. Full stop. I think Jones was okay. Like I had a bad game or anything.
No, I think people are just quick to chuck it on. Look, the good thing is everyone's back at the right time, so we've got some options in that midfield now. But people who are suggesting to drop Jones or people who are suggesting to drop Szoboszlai don't understand how our system works because you take them out. Maybe McAllister can go in at centre mid, but is he going to press as well? Because he hasn't had to do that for the whole season. It'll take a little bit of time going. Look at how shit we get. Look at how shit we get when one of the pressing monsters is gone, should we say. And one of Jones or Szoboszlai is gone, and we're up against the top side. Oh my God, do we look awful. Oh my God, do we look awful.
I think Szoboszlai on the right compared to Gravenberch is genuinely like levels above. Like, honest, I'm talking levels.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He's very good.
And Szoboszlai's had a few bad games here and there, 100%. But to act like, bro, Szoboszlai being in that game...
Szoboszlai's never had an issue off the ball. Szoboszlai's never had an issue off the ball. Never. Not
Nope.
once.
I agree.
He's had poor games at points with passion. He's had poor games with shooting. That's fine. But I can accept that when I've got Salah, Nunes and that in front of him. Because of all the work he does defensively. Because he frees up Trent. Because he frees up Salah. Because he's willing to do the grafting and the hard yards. You need him in that side.
You sounded proper like a wool there. The odds. You sound like someone from fucking Manchester again. By the way, I asked LB to pronounce Vincent Company. He actually pronounced it. Can you say his name?
Vincent Company.
There you are. There you are. I'm gonna show you right now. Literally, you sound like LB 100%, and he's Mank.
Vincent Company.
Did you hear that?
I don't say company. I say company.
You fully sound like him. You genuinely sound like him. You
Vincent
said Vincent Company. You said that.
Vincent Company.
You literally sound like a Mank when you say that. That's so weird.
What are we on about?
Big up to Mike who said that's the biggest insult. Calling us Scouse or a Mank. Hey, I'm more Scouse than Tom. I actually genuinely believe it because I was never club out. Sunday proved my halftime. Tom is never gonna live that down for the rest of his life.
I mean, I am because people are disagreeing with you in the comments.
No. Oh yeah, they're disagreeing with you. It doesn't sound the same. Okay, fair enough. I know which part sounds different. He says company, and LB says company. That's the difference, basically, in the accent. Sunday proved my halftime criticisms. We suck in possession. Look what happens when a team concedes and simply presses. We beat ourselves systemic-ish. What do you make of this?
Yeah, but we didn't play the same system.
Sorry, say it again?
We didn't play the same system, and we were missing, the people that make that system work. If Trent had been inverting all game, yeah, I'd agree with you. But we decided to give Trent Mark Albrighton settings. That's what he has to do. Why would I put my most creative player? Why would I put one of the best players in the league for the past year when he's been inverting out on the right wing? I put Bradley out there because Conor Bradley's right-footed Robbo. It makes sense for right-footed Robbo to get up and down the touchline. That's his skill set. That's not Trent's. Just because Gravenberch and Gakpo can't go out wide doesn't mean we should then force our best players to it. This is like, you know why I rate Ancelotti very highly? You know what his management style is? He lets his best players play their best roles, and then the rest of the players who simply aren't as good, they do the jobs around that. Why do we try and shove our best players in other roles which don't suit them? Why are we trying to put arguably the second best passer, arguably the best passer, but certainly the second best passer in the Premier League, out in an area where he can't pass the fucking ball? What are you going to achieve? What are you going to achieve by doing that? Nothing. And you saw it. He barely got the fucking ball. We couldn't get anything going. Trent keeps everything ticking over. McAllister's done well at it whilst Trent has been out injured. He's done well at it. He's done a job at it. But Trent is better at it. Let's not lie here. Last time we played Arsenal at the Emirates, Trent won us that game. When we played Arsenal at Anfield earlier this season, Trent was pretty much our best player on the day. Set up the goal. Was involved in everything we'd done well. Last year when we drew with them at Anfield, Trent was man of the match. First game he invested in, man of the match, ran the show. Why are we now trying to shove him back out wide? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And this is what gets me. Mike, I understand your point, but this is not the game to use as a tactical basis for why we didn't perform, because this was not the tactic that we should use. We were just forced into this one because we didn't do anything right. We didn't have the right players in terms of personnel available. In game, we got tactically outclassed. Arteta spotted the issues. We didn't address them. Well done to him. But this isn't a tactic that I don't think we're going to play this season. When everyone's back fully fit, do you think Trent's going to be doing touchline jobs again? Or do you think Trent's going to be back into the middle alongside the DM with Szoboszlai out wide, Salah cutting in, creating? The interesting one for me is going to be what happens with left back. Are we going to stick with Joe Gomez?
So you're going to admit
go for Robbo?
Because you keep doing Salah prop now, you can admit that we can't survive without Mo Salah at the end of the season, because you're one of the guys as well.
I
Was being a fraud last month and saying we could survive. By the way, Val, yes, he did see the intro. You get me? He even even left us a comment. Lad, what is that intro? He was just singing as Bradley was scoring. He was just saying the packs potions. What? You know what?
I
You
can't
are
believe
one of the frauds. You have to know, because you and all these reactionary bastards,
Husam.
here and said stuff like we can survive without Mo Salah. You know that's a lie. Can you finally admit we can't survive without him?
If you find me the clip where I said, and I quote, "We can survive without Mo Salah until the end of the season," then I'll apologise.
You said we can survive for a month. Do you take that back?
No, because we can't survive for a month, because we have survived.
So you think we can beat Brentford away without Mo Salah?
Yeah.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Has this game taught you nothing, Tom?
No, it's taught me a lot. You asked me, can we beat Brentford? If I've got all my other players except Mo Salah, yes, but we won't be as good.
Nah, this guy is on drugs, brother.
Guess what?
What's more realistic? Winning 21 games in a row.
We can beat. How is it mad for me to say we can beat 17th place Brentford if I have everyone but Mo Salah? Why is that mental for me to say?
Because you're doing out of context. You're doing out of context. You're doing out of context. You know you're doing out of context. Because Brentford being 17th has to do... Oh, so that has nothing to do with their top man not being available all year long? Go on, say it. I dare you.
So why would Salah do a better job of marking Ivan Toney? We're still going to have the same fucking defenders there, aren't we?
It's a different team with Ivan Toney there. You saw it with your own eyes against City. Did you watch Man City Brentford?
Yeah, I watched Man City versus Brentford. I watched it. I watched the goalkeeper.
And Brentford robbed in that game.
No, they didn't. Oh my god. Oh my
god.
Oh my god.
Ederson super kicked a guy to the ribs and then get sent off.
Sam, their goalkeeper broke the record for most saves in a game this season by the 40th minute. They did not get robbed.
There you are.
Their goalkeeper had a blinder. For the first time this season, he had a blinder.
Big up flicking. What's more realistic, winning 21 games in a row or 15? You can win 15 if you keep the squad fit. You always have momentum from late February onwards. Tom, you fraud. And you know, speaking of this,
we haven't won 15 league games in a row since 2019. Why would I think that a squad that is in transition is going to do it now?
And you know what we done since in 1920? Won the league. So that's what we have to do again. Anyway, let me ask Tom here, the fraud, another fraud question, because he's a massive fraud. First of all, make sure you guys are liking the video, because Bejan Reds TV in the chat is saying something that's absolutely true. We have 550 people in here, and we're not even on 200 likes yet. You bunch of bozos moving like Darwin Núñez in front of goal. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Guys, we need to get to 200 likes. ASAP, we need to get to 200 likes. Slap the like button right now. Subscribe to This Is Football. Yalla. Big up Felipe, Mike, Ed, Nate, David, Michael, and Sidi for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Run the likes up. Exactly what Malcolm is saying. Come on, it's a free button. You frauds. Let me do the, you know, what do they call it now? The Mo lesson, how to like. So this you watching us. I want you to hit this X right here. This like button. See, I like my own videos. Yeah, I do. Hold that. Oh, no way they put me in a compilation. Liverpool fans react to Arsenal. Oh, he tagged me as well. Oh my lord. My god, here we go. This is last season's Virgil van Dijk. Perfume merchant. Clear it. Anyway. So yeah,
hold on, Husam, who do you think's at fault for the first goal? For the second goal, sorry. Who do you think's more at fault?
Both.
No, but someone's got to be weighted more, so it's not a 50-50. Someone fucked up more than the other. Who fucked up more?
I actually believe it's 50-50 because Van Dijk should have cleared it, and Alisson should be kung fu fighting.
I think it's more so on Van Dijk. I think that, but I go off what I know, and one of the first things I was told when I was playing centre back was don't let the ball bounce. Van Dijk lets it bounce.
You're comparing yourself to Virgil van Dijk now.
But the other
Tom Little is comparing himself to a Premier League footballer when he plays Sunday League. Oh my lord!
The other part that gets me is Alisson's clearing that ball until Virgil van Dijk is shoulder bars in the back, and it starts fucking stumbling everywhere into Alisson's path. That's why Alisson shakes out because he goes, I now physically can't kick the ball because there's a fucking centre back in my way. The third goal is fully on Van Dijk. The second goal is mostly on Van Dijk. Van Dijk just had a shit game. That's what happens. But the third goal is fully on him because he does the one thing you're not supposed to do as a defender.
It's actually two of our
Half-arsed.
reliable players as well who let us
Yeah,
down.
that's why it's mental. And you know what, Husam? I want to ask you this as well. Do you reckon if that mistake doesn't happen for that second goal, that game ends 1-1?
No, we were too dreadful. We had one shot on target. That's why post game, you know what it is? I was actually having this conversation. I was like, Liverpool one shot on target is something that should never, ever, ever happen. Never happen. Like one shot on target for Liverpool Football Club is a position we should never be in. Liverpool Football Club should never end the game with one attempt on the opposition's target. That's what let us down.
No. You didn't beat Alisson fucking got beat by Van Dijk. Martinelli touched the ball fucking once. He didn't beat anyone. He kicked the ball into the empty net. There's no beating there. It's like me saying fucking Gabriel beat his defence with his fucking little spin move own goal.
Spin move, volleyball goal. He done in his back of his own net. So speaking of now, because Felipe here is calling you out, because you need to understand something. See, Felipe, he's a Newcastle fan from Australia. So he has no horse in this race, but he recognizes your fraudulence. So we have to now say this right here, right now. Are you, from now to the end of the season, saying fuck the Europa League? Right here, right now.
No.
There you are. There you are.
Why would I say fuck? Why would I say fuck a European trophy?
So you still would play starters in the Europa League?
I'd still go with the exact same plan I had beforehand, yeah, which is take each game as it comes, and maybe some come in.
So you don't think we don't have the squad to compete on all four fronts? You still think that?
I think we do.
Oh my lord!
Everyone's coming back. The only one we're missing is Matip. Everyone's back by the end of the month. I want you to bear in mind, Sam, but between now and the first Europa League game, we just have an FA Cup 5th round game, which we are probably at home, which we're going to rotate for, and then a Carabao Cup final. So it's not like we've got
something.
No, we don't.
Yeah, because we do, because I think it's just too much for us. Too much for us to handle. Why do you keep leaning back and it is too much for us to handle. Too many games.
How is it too many games?
Because it's February and there's like 30 games left. That's why.
So we established there's 15 in the league.
16 Carabao Cup final.
Yep. The Europa League maximum is 7. So 16 to 23. 24. So you got the FA Cup game. That's the 5th round. That's each of the quarters. That's each of the semis. That's each of the final. So add another 4 on to 23. You get 27. There's 27 games left in the season. Can professional footballers?
I'm so sorry. I rounded 27 to 30. I apologize to your Royal Highness.
Thank you. Now, can professional footballers with rotation and maybe not having to start every single fucking game get through 27 games in 4 months?
No.
Yeah. Why can they not?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Genuine reason.
Because the intensity is going to be the fucking same against Burnley as it is against City.
Can I speak? Not high intensity games and not the way Liverpool play football.
But you're acting like we're not just going to do what we've done in other years where we've been going for multiple trophies and rest players and lower the intensity when we're winning games. What we've done in the past when we went for all the trophies, but now we have a better squad for it. As much as I call Ryan Gravenberch Cupman, I do need Cupman to turn up in the Cups because he's going to be playing in the Cups. Europa League. Kelleher's probably going to start a lot of the Europa League games. At centre-back wise. Kwanzaa's going to be playing the majority of them ones.
There you are, Brie. But you know the difference, Brie, between me and Arsenal, and I'll make something clear right now, is when I am in the ocean and I catch that fish, I actually fry it and I eat it. Because we done the bigger fish to fry one time in our whole life, and that was 1920, and we won the league. So let's
No, we
not do
didn't.
that, you
No, we
fraud.
didn't. No, we
Yes,
didn't.
we did.
No,
Yes,
we
we did.
didn't.
We lost in the Champions League.
And
we lost in the FA Cup away at Chelsea.
Let's
and we
bear
lost
in mind.
in the Carabao Cup.
Let's bear in mind. Let's bear in mind when we lost in the Champions League, we'd already practically fucking won the league. We were 20 odd points clear, so there was no bigger fish to fry.
We were all worried. You know this. You know this.
No, we were. Sam,
yes,
we were.
Yes, we were. We were waiting for us to lift the whole thing.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at this, man! Look at this. Trying to say I was worried when we were 20 points clear that we were going to fuck it up. No, I wasn't. And the Carabao Cup, that was the furthest we'd gone in the Carabao Cup since Jurgen Klopp's first full season in charge. And the only reason we didn't go further was because the Club World Cup game had to be played the same day as the Carabao Cup game. So we had to play the kids in one of them. And we weren't going to throw away the Club World Cup because we wanted to win it for the first time in our history. The 1920 season, we didn't throw any competitions away, bar maybe the FA Cup. But even then, we still played a lot of starters in that game. Sadio Mane started that game against Chelsea in the FA Cup. I'm pretty sure Van Dijk started that game in the FA Cup. We did start players in those games. It was just, it happened. But we've never, when we've been successful, done bigger fish to fry mentality. Never, because it's a shit mentality.
Europa and win the competition, no problem. You know, the thing is, Tampa Lion, you know how I know you guys are just waffling? You guys are not including injury-prone players in this equation. AKA the guy that's sent off for the next game.
Oh, yeah, so he doesn't have to play. Well done.
Mr. Weetabix. Konate.
Husam, have you not considered the fact that once everyone's back, so we've now solved the fullback issue because Conor Bradley stepped up. So for the rest of the season, left back, Robertson, Tsimikas, because Tsimikas is apparently back soon. Right back,
Costas. Let's go.
Right back, Trent and Bradley. Centre backs, Van Dijk, Konate, Quansah, Gomez. So if Konate picks up, one of his 2-3 week injuries, I've got enough options there to get.
No, if Konate gets injured, we don't win the league. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you don't trust Quansah. Like you don't trust Quansah like I do.
Not in all the games. Not in all the games. If he wants to play Quansah next week against Burnley, yeah, I trust him. But I don't trust Quansah under any circumstances. I would.
If I had to, if it came down to it, I'd start Quansah against City. I'd trust Quansah against City.
Yeah, but that's because you're a reactionary fraud.
No, it's because I know he's got all the quality.
No, he doesn't have the quality against Haaland.
He does.
Based on what?
Based on what I've seen of him this year.
That's just waffle. You know you're waffling now. That's why you're smiling as you say it.
But it probably won't happen. Because we can rest and rotate properly.
So you're telling me you would play Quansah against Erling Haaland?
If I had to, yeah, I'd trust him to, yeah.
Oh my god, this guy is such a fraud. Do you actually mean what you just say?
If Quansah, if Konate and Gomez weren't fit, and I had to either play Quansah at centre back or chuck Endo at centre back, yes, I would play Quansah, and I'd trust Quansah to do a good job, because at no point in the season has he made me think otherwise.
Oh my days! This guy just said he played Quansah against Erling Haaland. Oh my lord! I could end this thing right now and I wouldn't feel bad. Deadass, because that was the wild.
Well, let's carry on the depth chart. So we've got one potential problem, which is Konate. But as I've said, I've got enough options there that I trust. Midfield wise, Endo, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Jones, Cutman, Thiago, and Elliott.
Yeah, as we can see, Cupman's very reliable. As we can see, Elliott's a midfielder who can play against Arsenal, right? There you are. Are you going to say next, I'd play Elliott in midfield against City, no problem? That's what you're going to say next?
No.
There you are.
Why would I say something that stupid?
That's what you do on YouTube, but we still love you regardless.
We have 7 options who can do a job in midfield, Sam. 7 options who can do a job in midfield. As long as we can keep the first choice options fit for when you've got to play the best of the best, we'll be fine. Attack-wise, again, you're fine. We have good enough depth to where we don't even have to throw away a trophy because the shit mentalities I have. You know who have thrown away trophies this year? Arsenal. What will they do when they don't win the Premier League and Champions League and they have another trophy this season? Are we going to applaud them?
Yeah, but Arsenal
No.
are in a different position to us.
Trophies are the currency of
Arsenal
success.
are in a different position to us. Don't even try. Arteta needs a trophy
No.
to
What
glorify this project.
What it is. You have the weird mentality that you think if you throw away a trophy, it guarantees the Premier League. It doesn't. It doesn't.
I'm not saying it guarantees it. I'm just saying in the Europa League, okay, no problem. I'll do you a deal right now. We can go with this mentality that you're talking about, but not once from now to the end of the season can you use fatigue as an excuse. Okay.
You said that from the start of the season, and I maintained it. I will
So
not
now,
say...
shake hand right now. From now, no, honestly, shake hands on the stream right now. Shake hands. Yes.
Fine,
Okay.
yeah.
So from now till May, from now till the last kick of the ball this season, you will never mention tiredness as an excuse. Deal?
It won't be an excuse now.
Okay, deal. No problem. But what you cannot do is come here after any game and go like the guys were tired, they were fatigued, there was just too much football and all this shit. If you ever say that, then I know you're just waffling.
It's fine, mate. Okay. Got no problem with that.
Perfect. So, big up Tumperline, big up Michael City, Tony, Mike, Felipe, Ed, Nate, and David for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Guys, we need to get to 300 likes. Yalla, let's get to 300 likes. What are you guys doing? 600 people in the house. Let's get to 300 likes. Big up all the super chatters. Big up everyone who has shared, everyone who subscribed, everyone who has, liked the video, everyone who has, sent in super chats. You guys are absolutely elite, incredible. Please like, subscribe, share the videos everywhere. So, Tom, do you, like me, share the sentiment that you feel bad for what's about to happen to Burnley and Vincent Kompany at Anfield?
I'd like to, but I don't know. I don't know what side's going to turn up. We should kill him. I don't know what place he's going to pick. This should be a game for Nunes, but if he doesn't pick Nunes again, then if he plays the right team, if he plays a system which suits our players, we'll kill them. But who knows?
We should be able to play McConnell against Burnley and beat them. Don't even try, Tom. Don't even try. They're getting.
I think we should pack them. But
who did we play after the Spurs game?
Brighton.
Did we?
I think it was Brighton, and then we drew 2-2, and then we played Everton after that and beat them 2-0.
I miss when I was like 15, like you. I had a good memory as well. I'll be honest with you. I think we absolutely batter Burnley regardless.
We should do. I think we'll end up doing it. I think we'll end up doing it, but I think it can just be one of those ones where it's a slow start, and the substitutes have to come in and change it again.
The Nunes thing, you touched on it. Talk to me about this whole Nunes situation. Where should he play? Obviously a lot was made of his performance against Arsenal as well. When he came on, maybe didn't have the necessarily impact.
Oh, yeah, because everyone else had a really good impact who came off the bench. Yeah. Who the fuck was giving him the ball to do anything?
There we are.
Nunes has to start every game for us. Pretty much. Any important game we have, Nunes has to start it. I mean, Husam won't like this, but we are unbeaten when Nunes starts. The only games we've lost this year have been when he hasn't started the game. He carries a threat for us. Oh, who do I want? Fucking son who's tried to get with Astra wet 3 times, or a good family man. A good man who's got some good, well respected children. Good members.
I actually agree with Tyler, by the way. As long as he's left wing, I don't want to see Nunes down the middle.
I think there's games where you need Nunes down the middle. I think if you're up against a high line, I'd want Nunes down the middle, so Trent can just play balls over the top of the centre backs. If we're up against a team that's going to sit deeper, I'd probably want him on the left.
Yeah, but why are you being fraudulent? Nunes left, Jota middle, Salah right. That's perfect combo right there.
But then when I'm up against the high line, I want the pace in the middle.
Nunez drifts to the left anyway, even when he's in the middle.
Yeah, but I'd want him to start in the middle, so at least some of the times he's fucking narrowed. He's got fucking, cone vision or whatever.
Listen, don't worry, Salah. Can't wait for Salah to come back so all the frauds would suspected him when he was away. You guys see what you're missing. Bro, I can't believe we disrespect the world-class forward we have in this team. This team has two real forwards in the whole team. And that's Mo Salah and Diogo Jota. The other three are stinky versus stinky versus stinky, but one just stinks less because he's a bit quick. That's it. That's literally it.
And also has more assists than anyone else in the squad this season, but hey hum.
There you are. There you are, counting Europa League assists. Well done. And and can you be honest right now? What is the reason why he's the guy with the most assists? Tell the people right now. Don't lie because you're smiling. Don't lie right now. This is your opportunity to speak the truth once and for all. Why does Nunez has more assists than Mo Salah? Why? Tell the people right now. I dare you say the honest truth. Go on. I dare you say the truth. Here, I'm full screening you as well. Why does Darwin Nunez have more assists than Mo Salah? The floor is yours. Why? Tell me.
There's some player in our team who just keeps missing the chances that Salah creates. Don't know who it is, but someone just keeps missing the chances that Salah creates. That's what it is, mate.
There you are. There you are. Once again, zero honesty. You know the difference is Darwin Nunez, when he passes to Mo Salah and Mo Salah scores. Salah passes to Nunez misses every time, bro. You know I actually went and I watched the Nunez miss comp. It was literally a Salah assist compilation. Like it was just...
You've not been on Twitter, have you? I put up a video of all Salah's big chances created before he left. The last 9 were all Nunez, and he didn't score any of them. He didn't score any of them. He just kept
scored 9 of the big chances.
I fucking love Nunez though. It was hilarious to watch. It doesn't change the fact that I love him, but it was just funny watching every single one missing a new way.
Oh my days. But actually, no, but I love how you dropped that as a bar and you thought you done something like, oh yeah, Nunez is the most assists in the whole league. Like
Lad, I'm gonna be shameless. Let me be shameless. But you agree Nunez should be in our best front three.
Yeah, but only left wing. I'm not going Nunez down the middle. I prefer him left wing.
I like Jota on the back. And most of the time I will be Nunez left. But
but even using your logic, didn't you say Jota is the best finisher? Why don't you just put Jota down the middle then? Logically speaking.
Because it's not about finishing the chances; it's about creating the chances. Nunez down the middle against a high line creates more.
Nunez is creative, right?
Yeah.
Salah's creative, right?
Yep.
Boom, problem solved. You've been debunked
again, you've missed my point. Nunez can against a high line. Nunez is going to be more creative through the middle because you can play balls over the top that he can chase.
To be honest with you, Sean, no, we can't play Jota every game.
No, because you'll get fucking injured.
Yes, the injury-prone player. I think even Tom will agree, even though he wants to compete on all fronts. The injury-prone players we need to be more careful with.
The ones that you need to worry about are Kanate,
Jota,
maybe Gomez because he's had a fair amount of minutes on the legs in this period. Jota and Thiago, but I haven't counted Thiago all fucking year. So
Thiago, he
played fucking. He was a fucking.
He looked so bad against Arsenal.
Like we played him as a centre back for the last 5 minutes. Our back four to win the Arsenal game. Our back four to win the Arsenal game was Diaz, Van Dijk, Thiago, and Robertson. The fuck were we doing?
Oh my god, that game right there. That was a meme. That game was a fucking meme.
It was like last year when we ended the game against Arsenal last year, 3-2 down with Henderson right wing, Bobby left wing, and Nunez at the top.
You know what that game reminds me of? When the Rodgers last game away at Old Trafford. No,
that wasn't
second
Rodgers last game.
Second last. Away at Old Trafford where he played Firmino right wing back.
I don't think it was the second last game either.
No, it was. Before the Everton game. Then we have United and then Everton back to back.
I thought we had Norwich.
I
thought we had Norwich in between.
He actually played Firmino right wing back. Brendan Rodgers in that game.
So where am I going? I'm going up here.
Yeah, I'm doing the Chelsea game, Aaron. And I'm actually supporting Chelsea today because they're easier to beat than Aston Villa. So I'm supporting Chelsea. Chelsea, let's go.
Lad, you're actually very wrong, you know. You were very wrong. We had United on the 12th of September. Then we had
Yes.
Norwich on the 20th. Then we had Aston Villa on the 26th. Then we had Everton on the 4th of October.
4th of
October. So we had 2 Premier League games and 3 cup games in between. It wasn't back to back.
No, I'm talking in the Premier League only. I'm talking Premier League.
Yeah, you had 2 Premier League. You had Liverpool versus Norwich, which was a 1-1 draw, and then Liverpool beating Aston Villa 3-2. When Sturridge scored.
I remember the James Milner game. Yeah.
Sturridge scored a lovely little fucking Travella volley.
That season was so bad at the start of. I was Rodgers out, by the way. If I done YouTube at the time, I was a heavy Rodgers out. I wanted the guy to get sacked so badly, and every time he spoke in a post-match press conference, I just cringed. To be honest with you,
I mean, what's funny? What's funny is to start that season, he actually only lost 2 games before he got sacked.
Yeah,
we just.
But the thing is, he spent too much money.
So many. Well, we won the first 2 1-0 against Stoke and Bournemouth, then drew with
Arsenal. That was the
Lambert
Borini season.
Yep. No, it wasn't. It was the year after.
That was the year after. Yeah.
So we beat Stoke and Bournemouth.
That was the Balotelli season.
No, it wasn't. It was the Benteke season. It was the Benteke season.
Oh yeah, it was the Benteke season. Yeah. My bad. Why am I mixing up the seasons? 13, 14. 13, 14 was the season we sacked Rodgers, right?
15, 16 was when Benteke came in. 14, 15 was when it was Balotelli, Borini, and Lambert. And 13, 14 was when we were good.
You want to hear what's the sad part? Ricky Lambert was probably the best out of them all.
Because the bar's not exactly fucking high, is it? Borini got as many red cards in the Premier League as he got goals that season. People forget that Borini got sent off that year.
You remember when Balotelli scored the winner against Spurs?
Oh, and he fucking didn't celebrate like it was a fucking common occurrence. He hadn't scored for about 4 months.
I still remember at the time there was something viral, you guys. I don't know if you guys remember. It was the ice bucket challenge. And as soon as Balotelli walked through the doors, there was a scouser in front of the thing. When Balotelli signed, he just took an ice bucket and dumped it on himself. Balotelli just announced through the whole thing. Then they sat down and done an interview, and then Balotelli was like, it's so much more difficult to play when the Liverpool fans are this and like, Then it just went to the shits. I was actually really excited for Balotelli, I really was.
Balotelli had all the attributes to be a brilliant striker, but he never had the mentality for it. If there was ever a manager who could manage that mentality, you would have had a well-beaten striker.
15, 16, Tom, was it when the first game we played Spurs away and won 3-0?
No.
That was 14, 15.
That wasn't even the first game of 14, 15, but yeah.
Bro, Alberto Moreno.
First game of 14, 15 was a 2-1 win against Southampton. Sterling scored, then Klein scored. Yeah, I remember the game in all, but it wasn't the first game of the season. It was
9 years ago. 2016.
It was the 4th game, I think. Was it the 4th game of the season? It was 2014 anyway. It was the 3rd game of the season. So we beat Southampton, we lost to City, and then we beat Tottenham, and I lost to Villa.
Bro, that was 2014. That's your problem. See, you're waffling out here. 14, 15 season.
Yeah, we played Tottenham in 2014.
Wait 1 second. Liverpool 3-0.
It was the 31st of August 2014.
Yeah, I just checked it.
Yeah.
Alberto Moreno. I was so happy when he scored that goal as well. Balotelli played in that game, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. Look at this team. Yeah, look. Yeah, 1 second. Tom, look. Oh my God. Look at this shit right here. Simon Mignolet, Javier Manquillo.
You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. Javi Manquillo was always decent.
Yeah, he was decent.
He fell out for no reason with Rodgers. Manquillo was decent.
Joe Allen, Emre Can, Raheem Sterling, Enrique, Sturridge, Balotelli, Lazar Markovic. Oh my God. Shall we make a combined 11 of these two teams?
Well, I can't exactly tell who the fuck who was starting either game because this is the most fucking flawed thing I've ever looked at.
Let's just do a, 1 second. Let's just do a combined 11 just for fun. 1 second. This is such a fucking
I was seeing
shit
like
game.
fucking 16 kids. 16
Lloris
players
or
on our team.
Benioff, Tom?
Lloris.
I'm going Manquillo right back. Lovren,
of
Sacco, Vertonghen,
Eriksen,
and Kabul.
Probably. You know what? I always thought Sacco was better than Lovren. So I'll go with Tongue and Sacco.
Okay. Left back, obviously, Danny Rose.
I mean, I can't believe out of the three left backs there, Ben Davies is the fucking best one.
Fairs. We can go Ben Davies. Midfield 3, we'll go Stevie G. We'll go Musa Dembele. And we'll go Christian Eriksen. Fair?
Yeah, probably.
Front 3.
You know what? We actually get the entire front three.
No, we don't.
You get Sterling ahead of Townsend.
No.
Yeah.
No, you get Sterling on the left. You go Townsend on the right because he's a right winger.
No, I'd put Sturridge on the race.
And who's down the middle?
Balotelli ahead of Adebayor.
Oh my God! Have some shame, Tom.
Like, it's like asking. That's me to pick between shit and shit. Harry Kane weren't playing, so I've got either a washed up Adebayor who didn't want to be there, or a washed up Balotelli who didn't want to be there.
Have some
Balotelli
shame,
scored a little
you
bit.
absolute fraud. The correct front three, that's not fraudulent, is Townsend on the right, Sterling on the left, and Sturridge down the middle. Have some shame, Tom.
Let me go find Adebayor's stats from that season. Because if he's got decent
You know what the
stats,
chatter's saying?
I'll apologise.
Tom Little was 7 at the time.
How old was I in 2015? 2014? I was
9.
No, I was actually 12 at this point.
No, you weren't.
Oh my God. I was in August 2014. I was 12, yeah.
Wait, I've been watching football since you were born? Wow, that's why I'm clear.
Adebayor in 14-15 played 17 games and got 2 goals. I am
never
pretty
said
sure.
Adebayor.
Who was in your front three then?
I said Townsend on the right, Sterling on the left, and Sturridge down the middle.
But then that doesn't make sense because it's not a fair comparison. Let me go find how we set up that game, because the way we set up that game, if I'm going by how that was
Townsend
written,
is a right winger. We played 2 up top that game. Balotelli and Sturridge together.
So who was it in the midfield? It was
that was when he was being cringy and playing a
Henderson. Gerard
Henderson.
Henderson.
Remember when he was doing the cringy diamond thing?
Fucking Joe Allen. Oh my God. Balotelli, genuinely, I think there's an argument to be made that we had the better front three there, but that's just how diabolical Tottenham's was. I would sooner have a front three of Balotelli up front with Sturridge on the right and Sterling on the left.
Listen, it is what it is. Big up to Mr. Mad Hatter, who says, sorry, I think this was the first one. I don't know if I read this. We can mix up the Europa team and win the competition, no problem. Yeah, I agree with you. We have to mix it up, but it depends who we play. I think even the thing is, even Tom has agreed. I'm
not starting every. Like Salah's not starting every Europa League game.
Yeah,
Van Dijk's not starting every Europa League game. There is going to be an element of rotation, but you can rotate and still win the tournaments. You can rotate.
Mad Hatter has a question here.
Mm-hmm.
You have to read it out first. You're a YouTuber, Tom.
Right. So I guess running down the wing versus the high line doesn't work. Why would you want Nunes down the middle? Explain. So the way we play against the high line, Trent gets to come in and play balls over the top. Go back to the Aston Villa game. Nunes was getting on every single fucking ball that was played through the middle because the centre-backs are slower than the full-backs and you have to run less distance from middle to middle than out to in. And you then allow your 2 wingers, your 2 better finishers, to run off you. So against a high line, I would want him in the middle. Against a low block, where there isn't that space in behind, and I need him to be a bit more physical, I'd want him against the weaker fullbacks, where he can use his strength and his pace to his advantage in one-on-ones. Up against a high line, I want him in behind over the top. So he can either run in one-on-one or he can hold up and set up others. Better finisher, should we say. That's my point.
There you are. No words. Ricky lived his dream, but it was a nightmare for us. I still remember how happy he was, and he was a scouser and all this. And he was actually decent for Southampton as well. Never missed a penalty. He missed his first penalty in his career for us. Still remember.
It didn't even count. It was a fucking friendly, but yeah.
Yeah, his first ever penalty miss for us was in his career was actually for Liverpool Football Club. Anyway,
It's
guys.
like fucking Nunes. It's like Nunes. Nunes missed his first penalty in his career for us.
Yeah, but Nunez is fucking shit. I think Lambert will do better in this team.
Wow!
Big up to you, man.
Wow! Look at
Hey,
this.
Lambert's a better finisher. Big up to Mr. Mad Hatter. Big up to Sidney. Big up to Michael. Big up to Tom Pelion, Tony, Mike, Felipe, Ed, Nate, and David. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Everyone, please hit the like button. Everyone, please subscribe. Tom, what have you got coming up with Tom Little?
I'm actually working on a video about why Ruben Amorim should be the next Liverpool manager and why people need to put some respect on his name.
When are you going live next?
I don't know. So subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you get notified when I do go live, because I don't have
And
a good
speaking of
schedule.
subscribe, guys, look, everyone now knows us as like the fucking power tag team of YouTube. So make sure you guys go subscribe to Tom Little's channel. His link is in the title. You don't even have to go anywhere. Just click on the title, Tom Little, boom, subscribe. Simple. This has been one.
I want to ask before we go, Husam.
What?
Wataru, are you ready to apologise? Are you ready to admit you were wrong about Wataru this season and we do actually need him and he is actually a decent player?
Listen, when he comes back now, when he plays well, we'll have that conversation. But listen, consistency is key. That's why I've never apologized for Nunez. That's why I've never apologized for Luis Diaz. That's why I've never apologized for any of these players. When you perform consistently, you get my apologies. Simple as. So until then, no one has performed consistently. But you know who's gotten my apology? Curtis Jones. You know why? He's been good for 8 months. Not 8 games. Not 5 games. Not 6 games. So consistency is key in football in general. What's the difference? I've always said this. What's the difference between Harry Kane and Michu? Michu done it for a year. Harry Kane done it for 10 years. That's why people don't rate Michu. People rate Harry Kane though. So yeah.
Yeah, but would you rather would you rather have the legacy Harry Kane's got, or would you rather have the legacy that Michu's got? Because Michu always gets looked on more fondly, surprisingly, because he's one of them streets won't forget players.
Yeah, Michu's like a one season wonder. Streets won't forget. People were buying the Michu shirt and shit. He had the nice haircut, but at the end of the day, Harry Kane is gonna break like probably when he comes back to the Prem, probably gonna break the Premier League goal scoring thing. So
Do you know what I'm gonna give Xabi though? Even though I prefer Amorim, Xabi Alonso is gonna delay Harry Kane winning a trophy again.
you know, I said this to Lewis yesterday. I said if Harry Kane goes to Bayern Munich and doesn't win a trophy, it's over for him.
Like there is no revival of that legacy if Harry Kane goes by and they don't win a trophy. That will always be a stain on it.
And
it would arguably
something yesterday. They're out the DFB Pokal as well. They're out the German Cup.
Oh, Xabi Alonso got like one of the easiest routes to that final that I think there's ever been. If Saarbrücken beat Mönchengladbach today, he plays the 3rd division side. Then his final is against either a 2nd division side or a 2nd division side.
This is the thing. Like, I think
it would arguably be quite funnier if, and obviously I'd prefer it if Alonso came to us because he's a good manager. But imagine if Alonso just stayed in Germany for the rest of the time Kane was there, and Kane left Germany without winning a fucking trophy. Do you understand how much damage that would do for a man's legacy?
Yes, I understand. Because if
he goes 10 years,
you know, Bayern are used as the Farmers League example. Like, they actually are the prime Farmers League example. If he goes to the most dominant farmer in the Farmers League and he ends up not winning, yo, Harry Kane, I'll be real with you, some uncomfortable conversations will be happening. I'll be real with you. That right there is embarrassing.
It's going to be the most awkward summer for Harry Kane. People asking, right, so they won 10 leagues before here. You come in and you don't win one, and you lose to a manager in his first ever senior job. In his first full season.
To a club that's never won anything their whole life.
Yeah, and you don't even win the DFB Pokal. You got knocked out by a third division side there.
Bayer Leverkusen have 3 trophies, one of them being the German second division. Since they were, you know, they've never even won the German Cup, yo. I swear to you, yo, I had this hurricane guy, man. I've no words. Anyway, listen, big up to all of you guys. Love you all. Subscribe to Tom Little, subscribe to this channel. Like this video before you head out. Let's get to 300 likes. That was the initial target. You know, I set up a poll. Are you liking for Husam or because Tom is a fraud? By the way, we're just 10 likes away from 300, so get us there. 51% says liking for Husam. 49% says liking because Tom is a fraud, which is exactly how it should be. So yeah, please like the video, subscribe to Tom Little. I will see you guys back on the Chelsea watch along, inshallah.